Some of you might love him, some of you might absolutely despise him, but Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate have taken over the internet by storm. There have been a lot of controversial stories. There's been a pending court case. There is still a pending court case. But listen, the man is pure entertainment. And today we're going to be checking out 15 minutes of Ray Andrew Tate rants. Now, I'm going to maybe cap this video at 10 minutes just for editing purposes. I know a lot of you, you don't like to watch long videos per se. Unfortunately, the human attention span on social media is very, very short. So we'll see how long we get through this 15-minute rant. I might cut it short, might not cut it short. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning into today's video. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you grab your free motivational PDF document in the description. Now, a lot of us are trying to achieve success. They're trying to better ourselves physically, spiritually, and emotionally. This document is exactly for you. It's called Power Ambition, and this is my way to assist people in achieving the best version of themselves. So if you are interested in starting that self-improvement journey, make sure you go and download that free document down below in the description. Another important thing about self-improvement is manifestation. If you cannot foresee the life that you want, if you cannot imagine and see clearly in a picture the life you want for yourself, you will not be able to attain it. Manifestation 369 provides you with the exact code and the exact strategies that many people have used to turn their lives around. If you're interested in this course, go and check out the description down below. Let's get it.
You know what they should do? You should have a license to Facebook. You should have to apply and prove you're not a fucking shit-munching dickhead. I keep seeing the same shit.
This is
day in, day out. I scroll up and down.
This is the unfiltered young
Tate
Tate
fucking thing on my phone, and it genuinely pisses me off. The number of people sharing motivational quotes who have precisely zero of their own money, or guys who think it's cool to take pictures of themselves on holiday, like holding their chick's hand while their chick leads them like on some spiritual path down fucking Magaluf High Street. Fuck you. Fuck your ugly girlfriend.
God damn.
If you have a child, the best thing you can do is never ever post about it on social media, because I can absolutely guarantee nobody gives a fuck. I can guarantee you, Jacob just had his first food and he's 2. No one gives a fuck if Jacob lives or dies, let alone eats food.
Correct.
That's the first thing. And taking that into consideration, it's very difficult to explain how much people don't care about an ultrasound. Baby's not even born. Baby's not even finished growing. It's half a deformed baby in a black and white image. No one gives a fuck. From now on, next time I see an ultrasound...
Man said half a deformed baby, oh god.
Every ultrasound I see, I'm going to take and make it as my own display picture. For zero reason. I'm going to see some other person's ultrasound, if they're a shit kid, I'm going to take it and make it my own display picture. And then update my status saying, I'm so excited I can't wait. And wait for the hate mail to start from the father or the mother or someone. Yeah. And just sit there and just pretend I have no idea why they're upset. That's my new fucking policy. Fuck you, fuck your ultrasounds, fuck your kid.
God.
Fancy a nice vegetable soup or salad or something.
What kind of man eats salad? Fuck salad. In fact, I have an anti-vegetarian policy in my life. Anything that's ordered to my penthouse must include meat.
Agree.
It's not coming.
Fully agree.
Accept any kind of vegetarianism in my existence. Vegetarianism isn't real. Vegetarianism, still to this day, is not a real thing. People say I'm a vegetarian as if it's a reality. It's not reality, it's a religion. It's a choice they've made, it's a conscious choice, but it doesn't mean they are a vegetarian. A human is not a vegetarian. Humans eat vegetables and meat. So even by the way they define...
I see his point, but at the same time, we have our preferences. Some people just can't stand the taste of meat. They can't stand the process through which it goes, so they eat only salads, Andrew. That's how it works, bro.
Themselves, they're incorrect. Regardless of whether you agree or disagree with me, you have to understand that defining yourself as a vegetarian isn't a real thing. It's like saying I'm a Christian. Cool. It's a religion. It's exactly the same thing. But physiologically, humans are not designed to be vegetarians. There's actually different types of vegetarians. You get the ones who say, well, I don't eat meat because I don't like animals dying. Yeah. And I don't have that big a problem with them. But then you get the ones who say, meat gives you cancer, humans aren't designed to eat meat, meat's killing the earth with greenhouse gases, and those are the real fucking morons. Humans are absolutely and utterly designed to eat meat. Since the beginning of time,
agreed,
humans have eaten meat. So you want to come along the last 20 years, now we have the science to completely dissect every single piece of food we eat and manage to barely scrape together enough nutrients from other sources and not eat meat and tell me that that's the natural order of the world.
Yeah, I mean, just think about biology for a second. We're omnivores, right? So we should be able to eat both plants and meat. But at the same time, if you keep a plant-based diet, you're not necessarily going to be getting all of the nutrients. You might be getting them, but it's going to be much harder to get them from the plants than you can get from the meat, right? But ultimately you need micronutrients from both sources. That's the best option. You can't eat only meat, but because then you'll be missing out on the vitamins that the plants provide. But you can't eat only plants because then you'll be missing out on the benefits of the meat. So omnivores for a reason, man.
Saying you're a vegetarian is basically just saying, I don't understand how the world works. At the most basic level of this planet, something has to die for something else to stay alive. You'll not find an example anywhere on this planet where something's life isn't dependent on something else dying. That's the natural order of the world. I'm not saying it's a nice thing. I'm saying it's realistic. It's realism. To just sit and say, I eat cows die, and that means I get to live.
Correct.
That means I live in the real world. If you want to sit there and go, nothing should die, and I should eat grass, and then when your body's not designed to do that, you are basically just rejecting a real world view.
Yes.
To me, if you sit and say humans should be vegetarian, it's the same as saying I don't believe in gravity. It's like literally just throwing away any concept and any understanding of how the universe functions.
I like it how we could take something so light, also it's not a serious topic, something like vegetarianism, and turn it into an absolute debate is gold.
And that's why I have an anti-vegetarian policy. You want to be around me, you're not allowed to be a vegetarian. The people who are around me understand the world. You have to understand how the world really works. I'm not going to live with a bunch of people in some fairyland bullshit thinking humans can live on grass and people shouldn't eat meat. And it's not just vegetarianism. There's lots of things. People say I'm a pacifist. I don't believe in violence. Of course you don't believe in violence. I'm not a violent guy. Until someone breaks in your house and wants to hurt your family, then you got to be violent. You have to understand that the world needs balance. So pacifists are full of shit. Vegetarians are full of shit.
Yeah.
Some things that happen in the world aren't particularly nice. War isn't nice. Sometimes it's necessary. Killing animals isn't nice. Sometimes it's necessary. Agreed. That's the reality of the world. That's the nature of the food chain. That's how the whole planet functions. To come along and say, oh, that's not how it is now because you fucking read something on the internet and decided to start living on carrots when you were 14. Fuck you. And it's most of the time it's chicks. Some fucking 3 fucking stone chick who lives on carrots wants to sit and tell me, a big man, not to be having food. You shouldn't eat that. What should I eat? Fucking couscous? Fuck you. So you can live on couscous. I got shit to do. I ain't fucking powering my body on couscous. What's wrong with you? Fuck couscous. The point is, vegetarians, regardless whether you agree with me or disagree with me on this, if you're a vegetarian, you're thinking, well, you need to at least accept you do not live in the real world.
Yes.
The entire animal kingdom functions on something's death for something else's existence. That's how
Andrew, the word you're looking for is food chains. The entire ecosystem functions on food chains, correct?
Functions, and you want to come along and say, that's not right. You might as well say gravity isn't real. You live in a fucking fantasy land. Humans eat meat. We're designed to eat meat. I eat meat. Lots of people eat meat. Fuck your carrots. Fuck you. Fuck vegetarians. Tired of their bullshit. New policy. To any vegetarian who watches this, for every steak you don't eat, I'll eat 2. Watch me. I'll hit the gym. Biceps will be bigger than ever before. The souls of dead animals power me. I'll be a unit. I'll be massive. That's the biggest meat eater in the world. And when I walk up all 200 kilos of meat to your hippie convention and rip all your fucking heads off, you're gonna know what a real human being is. How is he so strong? How did he destroy 1 million of our hippie warriors? Because I eat fucking meat. Fuck you. If I see one more fucking stupid ass white parent do a business deal with their fucking retard child because their kid doesn't listen, and then you wonder why we got these things like ADHD and all this bollocks going around, like kids don't listen anymore, he's got this condition, he's got that condition. Yeah. The only condition he has is a lack of fucking discipline. That's his condition. ADHD. Of course he doesn't want to pay, what's it called, attention deficit disorder. He doesn't want to pay attention in school. Of course not, because school's boring. No one wants to pay attention in school.
Correct.
You just do it because you have to.
Correct.
If you raise a little kid who tells him he never has to do as he's told because you're so busy doing business deals, he's sitting there in school thinking, oh, what do I get at the end of this? Where's the business deal? Where's the sweets at the end? Nah, fuck this. I don't want to listen. Then he's got a condition. Only condition he has, he's never had his ass kicked. Would he go up to fire and put his hand in fire? No, because he knows it's going to burn him.
Man is just, in a matter of a minute, denounced all mental health problems.
If he
man.
misbehaves and he knows he's going to get a beat down, he ain't going to have a beat down. I'll cure attention deficit disorder for any child. Watch me. Watch me cure it with old school violence. I'm not saying you have to fucking abuse your children. Obviously, there's a difference between discipline and abuse. I'm not condoning child abuse. What I'm saying is, if a kid's going to be a little prick, he needs a beat down. Since the dawn of human history, since the beginning of time, children have been hit when they fucked up. Since the dawn of time, and then the last 20 years.
I mean, when I was a child, and I'm sure many of you watching, when you were a child, you got whipped, right? You got whooped if you so much talk back to your mother. You got whipped, bro. I'm not talking about a light. I'm talking about whipped. So that's what he's talking about. He's talking about ill discipline. He's talking about children who think that they can just talk back and they can just say whatever they want, do whatever they want, without their parents' I mean, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Children these days think they know what life is about, and they know it all, and they don't have to go through life without facing adversity. Well, newsflash, a brick wall is going to hit them in the face pretty soon.
He ain't gonna have a beat down. I'll cure attention deficit disorder for any child. Watch me. Watch me cure it with old school violence. I'm not saying you have to fucking abuse your children. Obviously, there's a difference between discipline and abuse. I'm not condoning child abuse. What I'm saying is, if a kid's gonna be a little prick, he needs a beat down. Since the dawn of human history, since the beginning of time, children have been hit when they fucked up. Since the dawn of time, and then the last 20 years, we want to come along and go, you can't smack kids. It's bad for their development. It's wrong. If it was so wrong, how come humans are here? Because we managed to last 250,000 years hitting kids who acted stupid. And now all of a sudden, the last 20 years, a bunch of leftist hippies want to come along and say it's not right. How could it not be right? If it wasn't right, it would have been extinct a long time ago. Obviously, it's right. You're just a pussy, and you're afraid to discipline your child. When my child turns around and says he has ADHD, I will beat ADHD out of him within 10 solid minutes, and he will sit down in school and do as he's fucking told.
Oh my God, listen. Oh, you know what? This is Andrew, right? This is Andrew. The controversial off the wall, the most controversial, most off the wall person you will ever see. You will ever see on the internet. Ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you shared with friends and family. I really hope that this opens your eyes up, right? Because a lot of people have this tunnel vision way of thinking. They think that their opinion is correct and nothing else matters. But at the same time, you need to consider the opinions of others. You need to consider how the world really functions out there before you get lost in that fantasy world of yours. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time.